I blew my savings on the last economy seat out of Manila at midnight. Fingers so cold they felt like glass. Only one carry-on, because who checks a bag when your dad might be waiting behind a turnstile? Then a Dutch officer with a beige clipboard gave me the gentlest no in history. One missing seal, one extra stamp, and those frosted doors slid shut between me and the only face I'd crossed 8,000 miles to see. My name's Kitty Duterte, and this is the first time I've said out loud what really happened when I tried to visit my father inside the ICC jail in The Hague. Dad's old letters were scattered everywhere. The paper still smelled like our house in Davao. Mum, Honeylet, was folding my shirts on the bed, and every crease felt like folding away normal life. I googled ICC visitor rules until the screen burned my eyes. 2 adult visits a week, booked 72 hours ahead. I clicked purchase anyway. In my backpack, one selfie from Dad's last birthday and a dried-up pen he once used to mark my report cards. I kept thinking the last time I saw him might have been through bulletproof glass at some Senate hearing. 18 hours, 2 bumpy legs, I'm going anyway. I didn't sleep the night before the flight, because sometimes hope is a last-minute ticket. This is a personal trip. It was supposed to be simple. It wasn't. I was ready to do anything. Apostilles, translations, whatever. This is the story of the little things that stopped me, and the rules that feel like walls. Schiphol smells like burnt coffee and drizzle. I rode the train to Den Haag Central, then a tram past streets so neat they looked photoshopped, until you spot the silver turnstiles and the tiny sign that says Detention Center. 21 degrees inside. My tropical lungs hated it instantly. At reception window 3, the next part begins. At reception window 3, I handed over my burgundy passport, the hotel printer confirmation, and Mum's notarized form signed at 4 a.m.
Proof of relationship.
I blinked. I'm literally his daughter.
Birth certificate, apostille, sworn Dutch translation, complete chain.
2 adult visits a week, booked 72 hours ahead, passport plus government ID, looked simple.
Family visits need documents uploaded 48 hours ahead.
Could I at least leave the letters I'd written every night? Little blue envelopes sealed with dinosaur stickers.
No physical items without prior clearance.
Outside, I sat on a concrete bench, watched jets scratch the grey sky, and cried so softly the pigeons stayed put. The doors hissed shut.
Back at the hostel, I Skyped Mom. Anak, we'll apostille everything tomorrow.
Tomorrow in Manila is the middle of the night in Den Haag. Philippine Embassy opens at 9. ICC office closes at 4. I filled out the online appeal on my cracked screen, uploading a 2016 selfie with Dad as supporting evidence. Auto reply. Processed within 5 working days. My flight out was in 3. Next morning, I sat in the public gallery of a totally different case. Something about witness tampering. An old guy sketching the defendant like he was at life drawing class. 2 lawyers behind me compared notes. Detainees can call out, but the approved numbers list updates monthly. Oh, and the vending machine only takes exact change. ATM is a 12-minute dash through Dutch drizzle. 48 hours later, I was back at window 3 with a fresh folder. Birth certificate with red DFA ribbon, sworn Dutch translation.
Sorry, visit quota for the week is full.
My voice cracked. But your own site.
Behind me, a tall guy in a suit chuckled. Welcome to the ICC.
Security wouldn't take the letters, but a janitor pointed to a side door labeled correspondence desk.
Adhesive embellishments. Could hide microfilm. He'll see grayscale copies.
Grey dinosaurs, somehow worse than none at all. That afternoon, supporters gathered at Malieveld. We took selfies with cardboard dad faces. My phone died as the sun dropped behind the Peace Palace, and for the first time the distance felt real. Final night, I filed the urgent habeas petition Mum and I drafted somewhere over Kazakhstan. Supreme Court docket system only takes PDFs under 5 MB. Our scanned passports hit 4.8. Next morning I found out Dad's lawyers had filed the same thing a week earlier. Sometimes hope overlaps like that. I learned that every sentence here starts with alleged, and even the handshake you give your lawyer is recorded. Mail gets photocopied, screened for code words. Even toothpaste comes in travel-size tubes to prevent self-harm. Oh, and the vending machine only takes exact change. ATM is a 12-minute dash through Dutch drizzle. 48 hours later, I was back at window 3 with a fresh folder.
Sorry, visit quota for the week is full.
Free President Duterte.
A lady handed me a hot dog. It tasted like home. Someone asked if I was related. I just nodded. We took selfies with cardboard dad faces. I hit submit at 2:13 a.m. Dutch time, then stared at the hostel ceiling until the sun bled orange. They promised to scan them. He'd see grayscale copies. I made backups anyway. 18 hours and 8,000 miles are just numbers. I wrote Dad another letter about airplane food and northern lights. My flight home took the polar route. Above Mongolia, the screens showed us skating over endless white. I saved the letter as a draft because I don't know if grey dinosaurs will ever be enough. Somewhere over Siberia, I opened the ICC website again. Next week's visits already full. I closed the tab, opened notes, and wrote Dad another letter. If you've ever been blocked by a rule that looks fine in print but breaks your heart in real life, you know this ache. I'm uploading every unredacted doc to my channel. If you're a lawyer, drop a comment. I read them all. And if you think a daughter should be able to hug her dad, share this. Tag your friends, your congressman.
Solidarity.
I'm going back. Next time I walk up to window 3, I'll have every apostille, every stamp, every sticker peeled off if that's what it takes. Because 18 hours and 8,000 miles are just numbers, yet the space between a daughter and her dad's shoulder is a gap the world has no right to keep open. If you can help, please comment or share. I'm saving another draft. I'll be back.